Subhanallah, walhamdulillah.
Our students will now perform an experiment illustrating total internal reflection, a fundamental concept in physics.
Hey, I've heard of total internal reflection, but I can't quite wrap my head around it. What does it actually mean?
Great question, Zoya. Let's break it down step by step. Imagine you are a light ray traveling from one material like water into the another like air. Do you remember what happened when light hits the boundary between two materials?
Yeah, it bends, right? Refraction.
Exactly. Light changes direction as it moves between material with different densities. But what if I told you that sometimes light does not escape at all? It can get trapped inside the material.
Trapped? Like in a mirror?
Kind of. Let's walk through it. Imagine this laser beam is a light ray entering into the water. What do you see?
Yeah, it bends, just like you said, and some of it reflects back into the water.
Correct. Now, if we increase the angle of light hitting the water surface, see, more of the light reflects inside the water and less passes through out of the air.
Wait, it looks like nothing is going through now, just reflecting back into the water.
You just witnessed the total internal reflection. In short, light stays within certain boundaries. It's how when light hits the boundary at a steep enough angle, it's called critical angle. It does not pass into the air at all. It completely reflects inside the water.
So, it's like light decides, no, not going out there, I'm staying in here.
Exactly. Once light reaches that critical angle, it can't escape. Instead, it reflects back total internal reflection. In short, light stays within certain boundaries. It's how diamonds sparkle. Why swimming pool reflect underwater, and how fiber optics works.
I guess even light has its limits on where it can go.
Yes, light is fast, but sometimes it has to follow the rules of physics too. And one of those rules is, if you hit the right angle, you stay inside.
Welcome to the physics segment of our program. Our students will now demonstrate the fundamental principle of fluid mechanics discovered by the ancient Greek mathematician Archimedes. Please join us as they explore the buoyancy through an engaging experiment.
Aswa, why do something floats in water while others sink?
Great question, Zoya. Have you heard of Archimedes' principle?
Vaguely, something about water and displacement?
Exactly. Let's break it down with an experiment. Archimedes' principle states an object submerged in a fluid experiences an upward buoyant force equal to the weight of the fluid it displaces.
In simpler terms, Zoya, the fluid pushes up with a force that depends on how much water can move out of the way when object enters it.
So, the water is pushing things up.
Yes. Imagine we drop this wooden block. What do you expect to happen?
It should float. Wood floats, right?
Right. Look, the block is floating. This is because the weight of the water it pushes out is more than enough to support the weight of the block.
To clarify, the block displays a small amount of water, but the displaced water weight is enough to hold the wooden block up so it stays float.
What about this metal block?
Let's try it. Drop it in.
It sinks.
Exactly. The metal block is much heavier than the water it displaces. So the upward buoyant force is smaller than water and down it goes.
Heavy objects need to displace more fluid to float. Since the metal block does not displace enough water, so gravity wins.
So, objects float if they displace enough amount of water to match their weight.
Precisely, the key is the density of the object. If the object's density is less than water, it floats. If it's more, it sinks.
So that's why ships, even though they are made up of heavy metal, can float. They displace a huge amount of water.
Bingo! The ships press their volume over a large surface, so they push out enough water to match their weight. That's Archimedes' principle in action.
Summary: to float or not to float, it depends on how much water can soak out of the wave.
Thanks, Azwa and Aisha. Archimedes figured out something cool.